with Sci-Fi Real Estate. I've had a few questions about flooding in the Cypress area and from clients and past clients. And since we have Hurricane Harvey bearing upon us in the Gulf right now, I thought I would do a quick video about what I know from previous flooding experiences living in the Cypress area for 18 years and just kind of go through what we could expect. So right now, Hurricane Harvey, I don't even know if it's a hurricane yet. This is Thursday at 12:30. The storm's supposed to hit Texas by Friday. So we're August 24th right now. But it's supposed to hit as a current anywhere from a Category 2 to Category 3, but it's supposed to hit south of Houston. So probably closer to Corpus Christi is what they're saying, but regardless, they're saying it's going to kind of float around the area, southeast Texas for a while, which means possible flooding. They're saying expect anywhere from places could get 20 to 30 inches of rain. So if we get 30 inches of rain, all bets are off. I think we'll all be underwater, especially if it's in a short period of time. But assuming we get 10 to 15 inches of rain in 24 to 48 hours, we actually experienced that somewhat recently. April 2016, we got over 12 inches of rain in the Cypress area in about 24 hours or less, and experienced quite a bit of flooding. The good news is, especially those people new to Cypress, when that happened, very few homes were actually got water inside the house. So most of it was street flooding. There were some people I heard of getting flooding inside their house, but in terms of new neighborhoods, I didn't hear of anyone getting water in the house. I've heard people getting water up to the door, nothing in the house. But anyway, good place to look at the flood maps is the Harris County Flood Education Mapping Tool, which is harriscountyfemt.org. So they have a good map of what to expect in terms of 100-year floodplain, 500-year floodplain, floodway. So if we look at Cypress, we have two main watersheds in Cypress. We have to the north that goes through Fairfield, and the northern boundary of Cypress is Little Cypress Creek. Again, that's Fairfield. It goes to the north of Lakes of Rose Hill, fairly close to Coles Crossing, and then down and merges with Big Cypress Creek near Huffmeister, Eldridge, Cypress North Houston, and then the other main watershed is actually Big Cypress Creek that borders Bridgeland on the north side. Kind of touches, goes through the middle of Black Horse Ranch. Actually, Black Horse Golf Course goes right around main Cypress Creek, and then crosses 290 and goes to, again, intersects with Little Cypress Creek. So those are the two main watersheds. If you live near one of those creeks, you're probably going to flood if we get any decent amount of rain. But if I zoom in a little bit, and for example, on Bridgeland, the northern part of Bridgeland is the creek, and Bridgeland's done a good job of creating lots of lakes for flood control. So we had that flood back in April 2016. Very few houses, I don't know of any houses that got water. So I've heard of street flooding, and that's something to keep in mind too. So the lakes take the first brunt of the flood, but basically secondary flood control are the roads. So if you have any cars, and it looks like we're getting a lot of rain, please move your car into the driveway to try to protect your car. Don't keep them parked in the street. The only flooding I really knew about in Bridgeland was at House and Hall, basically. Heading outbound to the Grand Parkway, that was underwater. People couldn't, near Treehouse Park, people couldn't pass there on House and Hall. So that was some big flooding there. But that was really, and then actually northbound, north of Bridgeland, if you're going out, House and Hall also towards 290, where you cross Cypress Creek there, it was actually underwater. And then heading out on Fry, where Cypress Creek crosses Fry, where Fry crosses over Cypress Creek. That part of Fry was underwater, so to get out of Bridgeland, you pretty much had to go down southbound on Fry. Even then, it was rolling the dice a little bit in terms of localized street flooding. So, Black Horse Ranch, my brother actually lives in Black Horse. He had water, Black Horse South, he had water up to his door. Nothing got into his house, but something to keep in mind is that was 12 inches of rain in about 18 hours, and parts of the area that were not even in the floodplain got water up to the door. So any significant rain, and you got to be careful, anyone can actually get water in the house. So just keep your eyes peeled depending on how much rain we get from Harvey. And then if you go north of 290 over to Fairfield, Didn't hear about much flooding in Fairfield. You have Little Cypress Creek that goes near Lakes of Fairhaven, Settle Ridge Pass, Bridal Oak. So Dry Creek Falls over here is a new neighborhood. I don't know how that's going to react. That's the other thing, is we have so much new construction. It's hard to say what the new construction is going to do with the flooding, because all the new concrete being moved, dirt being moved, water may be moving in different ways than it did even a year and a half ago. The one main road that always floods regardless of how much rain we get is actually Jarvis, just south of Coles Crossing between Barker Cypress and Tuggy. That pretty much is always underwater, so just kind of expect that you're not going to be able to cross that. Even Barker Cypress at Jarvis a lot of times is impassable, so if you're in Coles Crossing you have to find a different route to get to 290 if you have to go anywhere. And then some of the older neighborhoods like in Enchanted Valley, and some of the older neighborhoods off Cypress North Houston, you will have a lot of flooding there. A lot of those houses are actually already built on stilts, just because of the flooding threat around the creek there. So, but that's about it. Again, depending how much rain we get, it could be a lot more of an issue this time than it was 18 months ago. I've had previous floods. I know there's portions of Black Horse Range that flooded. There was some major street flooding in Cypress Creek Lakes about 5, 6, 7 years ago. So it depends on the rain, depends on how the water's flowing. So there you go. That's what could happen in the Cypress area in terms of flooding. If you're anywhere near the Cypress Creek or Little Cypress Creek, please be careful. If we get a lot of rain and you don't have to go anywhere, please do not. Everyone be safe. My name is Jim Mulholland with Sci-Fi Real Estate. Let me know if you have any questions, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.